Good evening. It's 8 o'clock. It is Thursday night. Welcome to Underpowered. My name is Eric Scott. This is the Underpowered Pokemon Hour. Welcome to the show. I am very happy to have you with me tonight. And I'm really excited tonight because tonight is all about the big 88 card PSA submission that I sent out about 6 weeks ago. It was quite an endeavor. It was a bit pricey, but was it worth it? Is really the question that I have tonight, that I have to answer tonight. It was 88 cards in total. That's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards. And we're gonna talk about the numbers. I'm obviously going to be showing off all the cards, and yeah, I think it's going to be a good time. Also, in my endeavors in picking up Pokemon cards and opening packs, I often come across some sketchy. This is too good to be true. Just some sketchy stuff with some questionable reviews. And this week, I'm looking at Amazon, and specifically, I'm looking at Amazon and sleeved booster packs. So I have 4 different sets of sleeved of 8. So these come in bundles of 8, and so I have 4 different sets of 8, so 32 cards, so roughly four packs shy of a booster box. But we're gonna see are these legit? Can we get hits? Are the questionable reviews about these being shady, or is that true? I don't know. So like I said, I've got 32 packs to open up, and we're gonna open them all up. So what I do want to do now is I want to take a look at the numbers. I want to take a look at the numbers of this submission here, and there are some interesting numbers. And I think Casey in the chat, that's for you, my friend. Welcome to the show tonight, Casey. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, the numbers of this submission are interesting, and I just kind of want to share them. So first, let's talk about the cards. And what did I submit? It's 88 cards in total. Those are the numbers by grade. This is not my first time seeing these cards. I've looked at them. I've tried my best to evaluate them, and it's a lot of cards. I had a lot into it. So these are the numbers. We're looking at one PSA 6 out of 88, one PSA 7. Not so good numbers there. We get to PSA 8 at number, 5 PSA 8s. Is that good? Is that bad? We're going to find out if that's good or bad. Some of the more valuable cards, spoiler alert, are going to be PSA 8s from this submission. 28 PSA 9s, and there were 53 Gem Mint 10s. So more than half of this submission, well over half the submission, was Gem Mint 10s. And I am very happy about that, because the advice that is always best to stick to when grading cards, is it worth it? If it's a 10, it's probably worth it. If it's a nice card and it's a 10, it's probably worth it. So 88 cards that I had collected through the year, and in various locations. Some of these cards I pulled in Washington with Casey in the only in-person Underpowered Pokemon Hour. Pulled some of these from the first show with Casey. Pulled some of these with Phil. Pulled one of these with Shelby. Actually, spoiler alert, I want to say it's one of the top 10 cards from the submission I pulled with Shelby. So I know Shelby was hanging his head about not being good luck. No, sir, you were good luck. So what are some of the more, talking about the numbers, the cost? What did all of this cost me? And this is me being as transparent as possible, because if you're thinking about grading cards, this is what it's going to cost you. My end shipping to PSA, they accept Postal Service or FedEx. My post office is a mess. FedEx gets me in and out. It's $25 to ship it in state I will mention that it's it's Southern California, about 300 miles away. So realistically, if I really want to, yeah, I guess it's not cheaper to drive down, but 25 bucks, that was a bit, but you some declared value. It was worth having, and the annual membership. If you want to grade cards at PSA, you got to have an annual membership. It's $100. It's plain and simple. If it's your first time, you're eating that up front. You just are. Grading fee for this round, they typically have specials. You can look at them. 15 bucks was the special that they had available at the time. It was a monthly special, 88 cards, so $1,320. The insured return shipping from them back to me was $55.75. So the total for me, the total that I spent on this endeavor was $1,500.75. When you submit your cards to PSA, you have to declare a raw value, and that raw value I declared was about $3,000, so $3,068. So really, the number that we're looking to hit with these submissions is about 4,500 bucks. If I can hit 4,500 bucks in value, I've come out on top. Did I? Hell, yes, I did. 100% I did. Just I'm not a professional appraiser. Don't do this stuff for a living. It's a hobby, but just looking at various price guides, looking at sales reports, these are the numbers that I found. So $6,155 to $7,400 or $7,460 in graded value in these returns. So 88 cards at $7,400 bucks. That's pretty good. So those are the numbers. Those are the numbers. Just wanted to kind of share that. I thought it was interesting. Let's get into these cards though. That's really what this is about tonight. The cards. I'm obviously going to be talking about them, but we're going to start from least valuable to most valuable. So we'll probably do about half, and then we'll open some packs here. But it's not gonna, not a huge show and tell. First few of these are losers. 6. It's a first edition Slowbro fossil. Came back at 6. Worth about 10 bucks. Worth about 10 bucks. It's a loser. Not worth the slab it's graded in. This one too. I thought this might get an off-center grade, some kind of specialty grade. It didn't. Came back at 7. It's worth about 10 bucks. Not worth the slab it is printed in. The next one, I sent in all of my Radiant Charizards. Surprise, surprise. This card is worth about 10 bucks. Not worth the slab it is in. Unfortunate. Same goes for this card here. This near mint 8, this Unbroken Bonds, pulled it on the show. Worth about 10 bucks and an 8. Not so these are losers. I'm taking the L on those 4 cards. And this one too. These are the 5 cards I actually took an L on. Even this in a mint 9 is only worth 15 bucks. It's not breaking even. Even $15 a card sure is what it costs, but with those other fees, this one was not worth sending in, unfortunately. Am I happy to have these cards in my collection? Absolutely, I'm happy to have these cards in my collection. But in terms of value, it's not worth it. So these next few cards are kind of in the $20 to $30 range. This one here, about 20 bucks. This card is about $5-6 raw. So was it worth grading? Probably not. In fact, a lot of these really, the question is going to be, no, it wasn't worth grading. This card is interesting. This card's worth about 25 bucks. Came in at a 9. I think it's an awesome card. The Hisuian Zoroark. The V-Star, I think it's awesome, but at a 9, worth about 25 bucks. Yeah, it's kind of, I'd love it in a 10, but would I pay $25 for it in a 9 myself? Probably not. This is one of my more disappointing ones. I thought for sure this would come back at 10. It did not. This card's worth about 30 bucks. I love having this card in my collection. It's a card I wanted in my collection. 9's not the grade I wanted, but that's okay. That's all right. So these next cards, these are going to be in about the $30 range. Another one that I pulled on the show, Mega Sableye Tyranitar. This one came out of a Poke Power box in a 9. Like I said, it's worth about 25, 30 bucks. This next one, really awesome Mewtwo full art from Evolutions. Unfortunately, this is a very and this is kind of the problem with a lot of these cards in terms of the value. These are heavily graded. The populations, and we'll talk about card populations a little later in the show. The graded populations are just sky high. And if you don't get a 10, it doesn't really add any value to the card. These next couple cards, these were from that same pack that I purchased from the box break. This one came back a 9. It was about 30 bucks in a 9, first edition. So not bad, I would say. I think raw, even first edition cards, raw, you're probably looking $3 to $4. If it's not OG, if it's not base set Wizards of the Coast. So in a 9, it picked up a little bit of value at about 30, maybe 35 bucks, but awesome card. I love having it. I'm glad it came back with a good grade. Same with this Kingler here. Shout out to Doug if he ever sees this. First edition Fossil Kingler. I love these OG Wizards of the Coast cards. Love having them in my collection, and I love that they came from packs that I didn't open them, but they were basically opened on behalf of me. Shout out to Phil there in the chat. Phil, we pulled this one together in that Primal Clash box. About 30, 35 bucks in a 9, but an awesome card. So shout out to you there, Phil. You brought the luck with this card, and another one I'm happy to have in my collection. There's a couple in here from that night, Phil. We'll get to those. This came from just an Astral Radiance pack. It's not a set I've opened a lot of, but got lucky. But it's only about 30 bucks in a 9, and that's kind of, like I said, that's kind of the issue with some of these newer cards. If it's not because of the heavy population, the heavy graded population, I think this one's about 40 bucks, if I remember, 35, 40 bucks on that one. If it's not a 10, it's just not really going to do much to raise the value. So let me grab my next stack of slabs here. As we work through these, really, like I said, really happy to. What was the total, Phil? The total value of this entire submission is somewhere in my guesstimation, because there are some cards that I had a really hard time figuring out values. In fact, one of them in particular I'll talk a bit about later. I honestly, it's a best guess, but somewhere between 6,100 and 7,400 bucks is what these are all worth, and that's coming up pretty good, I would say. So this card here, this is still in the $30 to $40 range. It's an alt art from Brilliant Stars, a card I pulled, a card I love having. I have 2 of these. I submitted 3. 2 of them came back a 9. Well, we didn't see a low grade Pikachu, so we'll see the other one later, I'm thinking. But this card is about 35, 40 bucks in a 9. It's the Pikachu Secret Rare from Crown Zenith. And these are an awesome pair to have, and I know one of these is going to be gifted to Casey's daughter for a future birthday present. I know she likes Pikachu, and gotta show the love, especially if I got a couple of dupes. The next card I pulled actually pretty close to the submission. This one's about 40 bucks. In a 9, Evolving Skies Rayquaza full art. It's Rayquaza. He's a top tier collectible Pokemon. Enough said. It's It's one I'm happy to have in my collection. And just to keep in mind, this is the value now in sort of a normalized Pokemon market, which is really kind of a down Pokemon market. So, you know, the next pandemic, these things are going to skyrocket, right? I think this is the first Gem Mint 10 we're looking at here. This might be. Superior V-Star, about $40 in a 10, the secret rare gold. Anytime you get a 10, it is going to raise the value because I think raw values are somewhere, they're in the 9 to 8 range. And, you know, you want to, I might have, we'll talk later, Hunter. Another alt-art card, Calyrex Ice Rider V. Again, about $40. Here's another one I was really happy to pull. Yeah, the Deoxys 10, the Japanese, and we're gonna see more Japanese cards. A lot of side-by-sides too. Japanese cards in slabs do look better. They just do. Speaking of Japanese slabs, two of these are about $45 each in a Gem Mint 10. And I submitted two Japanese Radiant Charizard. They both came back a 10. So that's it's a win. It's a win. Yeah, as we keep it rolling here. Urshifu V from Battle Styles, Alt-Art. Battle Styles, not a popular set. People don't open the set. People don't like the set, but it does have some cool cards. I think this is one of them. But it being Battle Styles kind of, excuse me, I think holds it back a little bit. So it gets the 9 there. It gets the 9 there. Just remember that from those numbers earlier, there aren't that many 9s. And we're starting from the bottom and going up, so it's going to be a lot of 10s. It's going to be a lot of 10s. This is one of them, Lucario V-Star. This is actually, and I thought I have one right here. Do I? No. So this is the promo card that comes in the Elite Trainer box. This is the Japanese version, and this is more valuable because it's not free in a box. I think it's awesome. And the cards that we're getting to are starting to kind of, in the mid 40s. These are a lot of these modern Pokemon cards are, even, I graded a lot of these because I think they're cool, but they're worth about $40. So here we go. We got a little Hoopa V action there. Like me some Hoopa. Came in at 10 again, like I said, again, about $45. But yeah, just a sick card, a real sick card. And that's just, I mean, obviously I graded cards that I like, cards that I think are awesome, but yeah, it's really cool having these in slabs, seeing them in slabs. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. And you know what, Hunter, you're right, because Scarlet and Violet, those cards are amazing. They are amazing. This is last generation. This is Sword and Shield, last generation, and these are so awesome. As the Zero Aura hits the Gem Mint 10, and a lot of these cards they just came in in such good condition, Reggie Gigas with the Gem Mint 10 there, and a lot of these cards, like I said, these are still in about the $40 range. We have the Mega Pidgeot Full Art EX from Evolutions. Awesome card. I think that card is so sick. As I end that little stack, as move to one more, and then we're gonna rip some packs. As I struggle here with my suitcase full of cards. And a little cheers to you in the chat on a Thursday night. Hope you're having a great week. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate you stopping by. All right. So, Phil, back to you. This is one we pulled together, the teammates. Fortunately, this one got the 8. Had this one gotten the 9, I think we might be looking at about a $67 card. But at an 8, it still rolls in at around $40. Lower population, still one of the best cards in the set, but unfortunately, it got the 8. The centering was a little rough, and some of these Primal Clash cards, you can kind of see the corners aren't perfect there. It's how it goes. It's the game that we play, but it is the game that we love, isn't it? So we're kind of still in the $40-$45 range now. Definitely we're getting up there, but the Cynthia's Ambition Gem Mint 10. It's a waifu card. Waifu cards go up in value. Waifu cards are worth having. If you can get one in a 10, it's worth it. They do not send you a write-up for each card. CGC is one of the big grading companies. CGC, if you pay more, they will send you the grader's notes, and they will make notations of what they found. But nope, they do not send you a write-up for these cards, which sucks. As we're now, I think it's safe to say we're in about the $50 range here, and there's still a few 9s floating around here. This is one of the good ones. Lugia, top tier collectible Pokemon, and I pulled this one on the show. Pulled this one with the big Silver Tempest opening. Unfortunately, it only hit the 9, but at $50, that's a solid 9. That's a solid 9, I would say. And this is one that I pulled from probably Booster Box a Billion Stars. What do you think it's worth about? $350? I'll bet you think it's worth about $350, Casey. I'll bet you do. The Gem Mint Full Art Arceus. Again, it's about $50. I'm not a professional. I don't evaluate these things for a living. But these are just, like I said, it's kind of a loose range. I pretty much left myself a $1,300 buffer zone with this because some of these are tough. Dragonite V-Star in a Mint 9 from Pokemon Go. Not the most popular set, but still one of the better cards from the set. And I love me some Dragonite. Speaking of awesome looking Japanese cards, this one was pulled on the show. This one hit the Gem Mint 10. Yeah, I was real excited to pull this card. I love Koraidon coming in at the 10. Real happy to see that. You do need to resub, Casey. I noticed that. More Japanese. I love this card so much. The Skeledirge Full Art. Again, about $50 in a 10. This is a low population card right now. Not many people have graded this card yet. It's, of course, going to go up in population. When I talk about population, I'm talking about the number of cards that have been graded. And like I said, I'm going to talk more about that, but probably towards the end of the show. But in the Gem Mint 10, and the Gem Mint 10 is going to start to be a theme here. The Rayquaza VMAX Gold from Silver Tempest. Hold this one on the show. Gem Mint 10, about $50. Awesome card. Honchkrow, Brilliant Stars, Gem Mint 10, about $50. I love this card. You got the Murkrows at the bottom. Just, yeah, such a cool card. You haven't seen anything yet, Hunter. You have not seen anything. The Great Tusk EX Full Art, again, about $50. Gem Mint 10, low population right now. Just these have not been graded yet. Still more coming in probably. I thought this one here was going to be more valuable than it was. This one's about $55. I love it so much. I love Darkrai. I think Darkrai is an awesome Pokemon. Gorgeous card. Hit the Gem Mint 10. Love to see it. Love to have it. And that's one of them. I'm actually going to set to the side a little bit. because we did submit the English version of that card. I have two of these that I pulled a long time ago. Somehow Chilling Reign gave me pulls some point last year. They're both mint nines, both Tornadus mint nines, but these do come in at about $50 because, well, I mean, look at the artwork on that card. That is so sick. So sick. And the pull rates for Chilling Reign just, they blow. They suck. Chilling Reign is just, it's an awful set to open. It really is, unfortunately. And so we got two more left from this stack, and then we're going to open some packs here in a minute. I think this card is so cool. Samurott, I think, is mid, but I think Samurott as a design is really cool. And the Hisuian Samurott is, I think it's a better Samurott. And I think that card is just awesome. Another shout out to Phil as I hit the last card in this stack. We pulled this card together, Phil. The Primal Kyogre EX from Primal Clash. Again, about $50 here. It hit the 9. Didn't hit the 10, but for a $50 card, when you get a $50 card in a 9, that's a pretty solid card. I think that's a card that is worth grading. So we are going to move on now, and what I want to do is I want to really quick just get myself together. That's what I should be doing. That's not it. That's not it. That's what I want. So I mentioned sleeve booster packs earlier, and Amazon's got these 8 packs of sleeve booster packs, and you can order Pokemon card packs at a pretty at basically retail, sometimes lower. But why are these getting? Some of these get decent, okay reviews. And then you move down to these Evolving Skies, and it's what's going on here? And a lot of these reviews are kind of saying the same thing. I'm not going to get into that. Cheater! Spoiler alert. A lot of the reviews talk about these things not coming in. There are going to be GXs later, Casey. There are going to be GXs later. Not coming in their sleeves, not coming as advertised, low pull rates. And you know what? Yeah, I ordered sleeve booster packs. I got some that came as sleeve booster packs from, there's Evolving Skies here. Lost Origin, they came sleeved, and that's what I wanted. But Silver Tempest and this, these aren't sleeved? What is this crap? What is this crap? Fusion Strike, what is this? You sent it to me in a bag? Like this, what is this? What is this? I mean, these are decent deals on Pokemon card packs, but these were all advertised as sleeve booster packs. So were these in a sleeve at one point? Maybe. So we're going to start with these. We're going to start with these because we did actually get some sleeved ones. I'm curious. I mean, this one, we'll start with Fusion Strike, and these, it's in a Ziploc bag. It's in a Ziploc bag. Oof. Okay. Let's make sure we got all 8 packs in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there's eight Fusion Strike packs in here. We're gonna rip those up here in a second. Razor blade safety, ladies and gentlemen. Always practice it. I always have to do that. So yeah, we're gonna get into this here. We're gonna see, are these legit? I mean, I can't imagine anybody resealing Fusion Strike or weighing Fusion Strike. It just seems like such a waste of time. We're gonna find out. We're gonna take a look. Did I get completely screwed here? Was this a bad idea? We got lightning energy. That's not a good start. Not the energy I want to see to get started here. All right. Carvana. Onyx. And we hit a Blissey non-hollow. So yeah, sucked out on our first pack. Sucked out on our first pack. I hope this isn't the theme. I hope this isn't the theme. I mean, the prices, these are all coming in between 30, 35 bucks for these 8 packs. Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. You know, you might be tempted to pick one of these up yourself, you know. Oh, I did the pack trick wrong, but there's a pull. Okay. So we apparently did get a pull in this pack. Haven't screwed up a pack trick in a while, but that's a good sign, I would say. If we have a pull, let me just run through here. Did I screw that up? I must have. I must have. Every now and then, though, these packs do strange things. I've opened packs. Yep, I screwed up. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah, every now and then I open packs with multiple code cards and just weirdness. So okay, we do get a pull. We do get a pull. It was our friend Genesect here. All right, so maybe I can relax a little bit. You know, these haven't been weighed if we're getting pulls, but there's so much funny business that people do with Pokemon cards that it's hard to trust. You know, it's hard to trust, but you know, hopefully getting an honest sample size here, and we'll see as we hit the Smeargle reverse and an Arcanine. I love an Arcanine. It's a cool card, cool artwork. It is going to be a suck pack, though. It is going to be a suck pack. I hate these earphones. They keep falling out of my ears, falling out of my ears. Well, fortunately, and you know, this is not me, you know, selling Pokemon cards for Jeff Bezos. Full disclosure, he doesn't need my help anyways. Amazon does have pretty generous return policies with stuff. So my guess is you could throw these in a bag and send them, you know, take them to, you know, wherever you go to return Amazon stuff. And yeah, you'll probably consider. Okay, so we do get a holo there. So we're you know, 4 packs in. We've gotten 2 legitimate hits. So no one appears to be weighing these things, doing funny business. So maybe we can get a hit. Maybe we can get a hit tonight. I'd love it. I'd love it. Tonight is all about the best hits, but oh man, I love opening Scarlet and Violet. No pack trick. No pack trick. Let's flip the energy. Why? Why do you care? Why do you care? Can't make the energy card interesting unless it's grass energy. That's all I got to say about that. Excelgor. All right. 3 packs left. But yeah, where the risk with the real risk seems to lie is in mystery packs, mystery repacks. I mean, it's basically people selling the same cards over and over and over. I mean, that's what the hobby is, right? But as we hit the Chewtle, Shroomish, Klefki, the Yveltal reverse, and Zera Aura. Okay, so 2 packs left of Fusion Strike. Hoping for the Gengar. Ooh, that ripped super easy right there. That was sus, as the kids would say. There's our grass energy. Okay. Feeling good here. Feeling good here. Feeling good on a Wednesday. Feeling good on a Thursday, actually. Oh, Lord. Staryu, Mile, Makuhita, Magcargo, and a Toxicroak. All right, so down to our last Fusion Strike pack. So it looks like we're going to Fusion Strike out unless we get something sick here. But man, that's it's looking like. Are these? Is this a legit mix of packs? I think so. I'm so sorry to hear that he's brought home so many fake cards. Are these legit packs? I think so. Are they weighed? I don't think so. 3 out of 8. It's not too bad there. Yep, it's going to be 3 out of 8. So with the Vikavolt, we do get sucked out at the end, but that is okay. That's okay. So Fusion Strike packs on Amazon. If you want to open Fusion Strike, that's your business. I wouldn't recommend it. All right. So next up, these Silver Tempest. These are kind of taped together in bags. Again, not as advertised. Not happy about that. Not much I can. Well, I mean, I could return these and throw a fit, but hey, you know what? I don't know why anybody would want to open or would want to 8 packs of Silver Tempest. Why anybody would weigh these or reseal them? It feels like it makes no sense. So open these up, give it a shot. Maybe we'll pull a Lugia. Who knows? Who knows? But I do love me some Silver Tempest. And this is a trainer gallery set, and this set is still pretty affordable. It's you can still get booster boxes for around retail. Elite trainer boxes below retail. It's still if there's cards in here that you like, open up some Silver Tempest. It's not a bad set. It's not a bad set. I think it flies under the radar a little bit. So we'll see if maybe we get a hit. I mean, is this a total scam with these Silver Tempest packs? I don't know. I hope not. We stuck out on the first one. Yeah, so 3 for 8 on the Fusion Strike. And right now we are 0 for 1 on Silver Tempest. But there is the trainer gallery. And there is the possibility for double bangers when you got a trainer gallery. So Relicanth, Vulpix, Drowsy, Growlithe, Mischievous, Krokorok. As we hit the Regidrago full art, so first full art hit. Yes, these are legit. These are legit. I like me some Regidrago. Reggie Evon Drago. If he dies, he dies, right? Snip that up right now. That is a nice looking card. Centering looks it's a little off. Looks a little bottom heavy there. Maybe, I don't know. Is that? What do you think? Is that 10 worthy? It's a sick card, though. I like Regidrago a lot. Regidrago is an awesome Pokemon. Cool. That was a surprise. I was not expecting a full art pull from those these shystily packaged, shadily put together, misadvertised Silver Tempest. I guess if you're looking for long-term sealed holds and you specifically want sleeved booster packs, it's probably really annoying if they won't send them to you like this. But as long as there's hits, and again, with the different colored code cards, I don't know if these things are really weighable. Hey, what's up, Litton? I don't have a scale. I don't mess with that stuff. Not my thing, not my style. I don't do it. We hit another Zero Aura. All right. All right, another Silver Tempest. Yeah, get the full art pull right away. But we're looking, like I said, we're still looking for some volume in these packs. Does it feel Feel shady? I don't know. Matang, Elgium, Halucha, Rufflet, Emolga. We get the Fiona. Okay. Still only one hit out of Silver Tempest, so that's 4 down, 4 to go. So not the best, I would say. That's all right. That's all right. We're having a good time tonight. Tonight is about PSA returns, Gem Mint 10s, and big value cards. Corellia, Vulpix, Drowsy, Growlithe, Mischievous, Whalmer, Dreepy, and a Hisuian Lilligant. And I just lost all of my display. That's worrying. Yeah, I have no monitor output right now. Hold on a second. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, man. I know why that happened. Let's see. Yeah, switch it up here real quick. All right. So Hisuian Lilligant right there. Okay, 3 down, or excuse me, 3 left. 3 left. Lugia, how are you? You see fake packs at Target. Target knows about that. That's not good. If you're seeing fake packs at Target. 4 back. Fighting Energy. All right, Regenerative Energy. Duosian. V-Guard Energy. There's a little Dreepy. There's Vulpix. Emolga. Chincheo. Baniri. Enrith. And a Zygarde. I'd love a trainer gallery pull. That would be nice. That'd be real nice. I'm shredding these packs. Okay, let's see here. 2, 4. All right. Fire Energy. Is that a good sign? I think Fire Energy has been good to us in the past. Maybe it'll be good to us tonight. Braxian, Sigilyph, Fungus, Sandygast, Relicanth, Halucha, Rufflet with the Gym Trainer. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh, I'm sorry. We hit the Chestnut V. Oh, I love it. We had the Chestnut raids for Scarlet and Violet recently. And this one looks like probably that's not a 10. And Chestnut was getting some heat in the Discord. Chestnut was getting was getting tossed around a little bit, and my good boy Casey stuck up for his friend Chestnut and told us to back off. We were being mean, and he shows up tonight. So Chestnut, I appreciate you stopping by, pal. Not an alt-art card. Probably not going to be seeing one of those tonight. Oh, I mean, there's always that hope. God, especially with Evolving Skies. Holy crap. Lopunny. So did these come in sleeved booster packs at one point? Maybe. And this is just an easier way for them to package and sell them. I don't know. I don't know why you would do that to sleeve booster packs. And the frost size. So 2 out of 8 pulls there, but they were good pulls. They were good pulls. Um, yeah, two full art pulls from that. So yeah, not too shabby there. Not too shabby. And we're going to go back to these PSA submissions here as someone. Oh, Nate Ron's motorcycle. Um, what would the South Park kids say about him? Um, as we move into the more valuable, these are definitely going to be the more valuable slabs. So I kind of am on the second half of my case here. So here we go. We're still at about the $50 range with these returns. Um, Shout out to Phil again. A card that Phil and I pulled together on the show, about $50. The Sharpedo 9. I can see it's clearly off center, top to bottom. That had to be what held it back. But this came out, and that one came out of the pack in really good shape. Next up, we've got Melanie. Melanie with Crown Zenith, another waifu card, another card that looked like a pretty safe 10 to me, which is why I sent it in, and that's what it came back as. So it like I said, if it's an awesome card, if it's a card that might go up in value, and the waifu cards do go up in value, they do hold their value, worth sending in. So $50 there on the Melanie. And another one. This is one I pulled in Washington with Casey, sitting at a table in his office. The Mimikyu VMAX. Had so much fun so much fun ripping packs that night. Such a good time. We did pull this one out of a pack. Comes in at about $50 in the 10. I think that's an awesome card. I think Mimikyu is such a cool Pokemon. Yeah, just really. I as I get farther in, these cards just get better and better. And when Hunter was talking about banger Rayquazas, let me just take a sip of my beer here. Because that is a banger of a Rayquaza. That was a banger. I was surprised that this didn't hit the 10. I don't know what held it back. It might be centering, might be something I didn't see. But I love that card in a 9. About $50. It's about $50. I submitted a lot of Radiant Charizards. This is the only one from Pokemon Go I sent in, and it came back as a Gem Mint 10. Again, about $50 here. We're going nowhere but up now. Nowhere but up. So I do like this. I think the Pokemon Go Radiant is really good. I think it is really good. Next one up is the Gold Mew VMAX. I think I pulled this one on the show. This is about 55. We're now kind of closing on the $60 area with some of these cards. So yeah, Mew VMAX, Lost Origin Trainer Gallery, Gem Mint 10. I really like that card a lot. The next 4 cards. These are all about $60-65. I have 4 Radiant Charizards from Crown Zenith. And this is probably going to make fun of my freckled hands there. 4 of these came back in a Gem Mint 10. So happy to have these. So happy. I mean, it was just the one. One of them came back as an 8. So 4 out of 5 coming back as a 10. I'm thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. And what I'm going to do, actually, is I am going to make one of these cards this month's giveaway. So one of these cards I am going to give to one of our Twitch subs. That's going to be the last show. So yeah, next week's show, I'm going to be giving this card away. I want to send it to one of our Twitch subs. as a thank you for being a part of Underpowered and supporting us. So one of these Gem Mint 10 Radiant Charizards is going to be one of yours. Hopefully one of yours. So, but sick cards, awesome cards. Saw this one earlier in a 9. I sent him to this one, came back as a 10. Yeah, about 60 bucks. About 60 bucks in a 10. The mini on alt art. That's actually the third one I have graded. I got one as a CGC 9. Excuse me. Hisuian Lilligant. Gem Mint 10 from Astral Radiance. Another card, not the coolest Pokemon necessarily. If you're a Hisuian Lilligant fan, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, but it's not Charizard. But we do have some really cool artwork on this card, and I'm a fan of the Hisui region, fan of Pokemon Arceus, and yeah, that's an awesome little it's an awesome card there. Speaking of Charizard, Gem Mint V-Star Universe, Charizard V. I love it. God, I love this card. I love this card so much. Worth more than the English version because the English version is in the. It's basically, it's not free, but it's included in the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection. So the Japanese one, you got to pull it, and it's not an easy card to pull. Move past there, and I think that's about. Just see where that is. Okay, yeah, we're good here. We're good there. All right, as we get closer to the end, we're still in about the $60 range, and I set the Japanese card, the Japanese version, to the side, and hopefully the differences between the two can be seen in terms of texturing. It's hard to see. The Japanese card, it's a little bit more crisp. It's hard to really. I'm trying to get different lighting on it. It's hard to kind of put into words. It's just the Japanese card is just cleaner. The artwork is it's just cleaner. That being said, English will, in most cases, have more value than Japanese, and that's just the way it goes. Zacian V, Gem Mint 10, Crown Zenith. Again, anytime you get a Crown Zenith card that is worth 50 bucks or more, you basically paid for the Elite Trainer box that it came in. So, awesome card. I mean, every one of these cards, I'm just so happy to have in my collection. I love this Gyarados. It's the coolest Gyarados, isn't it? The Gem Mint 10. The one I think was pulled on the show. Little Simisear Gem Mint 10. That's a really weird looking card. Kind of still in the low 60 range, but yeah, Primal Clash, the Primal Groudon. Shout out to Phil out there. We pulled this on the show together. 60 bucks. So yeah, a lot of those Primal Clash cards, even in the 9, very much worth grading. This card is very special to me. This card is the first pull from the very first 6-pack, from the very first Underpowered Pokemon Hour with Casey, and this was the pull of the night. This it's a little teary-eyed there, but yeah, having this come back in a 10 is a really cool feeling. And yeah, this is the roots of the show are found in this card, and this Mega Venusaur EX. So that coming back as a 10 makes me really happy. And this is the last card in about the $60-$65 range. The Entei V, Gem Mint 10, awesome card, pulled on the show. I don't remember. Yeah, that Entei V is just so sick. It's just so tight. Um, and yeah, we're gonna start. These numbers are gonna start to get a little bit bigger now. Um, this next one, we talked about it earlier. I want to say this is. I think this might be the one that I pulled from that pack with the Mewtwo V Star. Gem Mint 10 is about 75 bucks, and a Gem Mint 10. This Pikachu, awesome card, awesome artwork. Um, I thought the centering left to right might hold it back a little bit, but it probably just barely made it. Just yeah, just a beautiful card, just an awesome card, and that's one I think is going to stay valuable, stay desirable. This one holds a special place with me. Um, it's probably my favorite Rayquaza that I have. This is the only. This is from the only time the six pack has ever been done on the Underpowered podcast. This is a Mega Rayquaza EX in a 9. This card is between $80 and $100. In a 9, between $80 and $100. Um, hard, very hard card to pull. It's the second most valuable card, third most valuable card in the Roaring Skies set. And I pulled it with Casey and Sean on the podcast. So yeah, that Mega Rayquaza, really happy that one came back with a good grade on it. And here we've got another $80 to $100 card. Evolutions Charizard Reverse. This is the only Charizard with this artwork I have ever had. Did not have an OG Charizard as a kid. Don't have one now. This one came back as a 9 again, between 80 and 100 bucks. I was hoping this one would come back as a 10. I thought the centering was pretty good. I was wrong. But happy to see it. Happy to have it. These next cards, we're now over $100. Shout out to Phil. This is one that we pulled together. This is my favorite. This is one of actually my favorite cards in my entire collection. Is the team Magnus Groudon EX from Double Crisis. It's a rare card. It's $100 in an 8. $100 in an 8. That's a strong card to have in an 8. A 9 would have been even better. 9 probably would have put this at about 150, 100, maybe $200. I will take an 8 in this card. Why the 8? Kind of the same reason with some of those other. It's kind of hard. Let me see. You can see that corner there. There's a little bit of whitening there. Just not the cleanest card out of that pack, and that was a sealed deal, but still in the 8, $100. For me, it's just a card I want in my collection. It's a card I now have graded in my collection, which is just so awesome, so awesome. The Gem Mint 10 full art Charizard. Pulled this sitting right next to Casey. One of the earlier was it a short we did with this one? I don't remember, but this one coming back at Gem Mint 10 feels really good. Just another one. So happy to have in my collection. So happy to have it as a 10. These are pretty much $100 all day long. Love to have it. Grade your Charizards. Grade your Charizards. This one I did not pull on the show. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. It's got Misty on it. It's a waifu card, kind of. But yeah, the Gem Mint 10, Gem Mint 10 full art Starmie V from Astral Radiance. One of the most, I think this is the most valuable trainer gallery card in that set for sure. And yeah, in a 10, it's about $100. Oh man, I'm having issues tonight. Okay. Mewtwo V alt art from Pokemon Go. I thought this was a 9. And this was one I thought the centering left to right was too off. It was just, this was going to be a 9, but it was about $50 in a 9. No, it's about $100. $100 into 10. I love it. I love it. And this, the shout out I had to Shelby earlier. Shelby, you are not bad luck, sir. You are not bad luck. This card is between 100 to $120. The Mew Fusion Strike alt art. We pulled this from the Shiny Vert alt art mystery pack that was $90. So we actually came up ahead in that mystery pack. Oh, I love it. I love it. So shout out to Shelby out there. You are not bad luck. In fact, you had the mojo on the show to help me get one of the more expensive cards in my collection. So well done, Shelby. I want to move back into some packs here. And I've got these all mixed up. I've got these all mixed up, and I don't know what to do. Okay. There we go. And we're gonna close it with Evolving Skies tonight, but we're gonna rip some Lost Origin before I reveal what roughly looks like my top. We'll call it I don't know, top 10 to 12 graded cards left. But yeah, these did actually come in sleeve booster packs. So are these pull rates any good? Is pull rates any good from these sleeve booster packs on Amazon? It's a great sign they came as advertised. These are the packs that I would say are the most difficult to potentially tamper with. But it's a shady world out there. It's a shady world out there. Shuppet, Shellos, Sukin the Ducklet, Rockruff, Seeker, and a Gliscor. All right, so that's the one here. So only 5 pulls. Only 5 pulls tonight, which actually, in a typical booster box, if it's a non-trainer gallery set, I've seen all that. Oh God, that Roaring Skies box. That box I think has 5 pulls in it. But I would say 6 to 8 pulls is pretty normal for a booster box. And one thing you're not going to get from the booster box is 2 full art cards. I can pretty much guarantee that. So, is it better to buy these than buy a booster box? That's kind of what I'm wondering. Because I believe booster boxes have set holes in them. I think they really do. Try not to grab too much. That's a creepy crawly congregation. That's a move right there. The Misfortune Sisters. As we hit the Enamorous V. The full art. That looks well centered. 3rd full art card of the night. What is going on here? What is going on with the full arts? It is full art night here on the Underpowered Pokemon Hour. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, these sleeve booster packs are not bad. Bring that hype in the chat there, Phil. Bring that hype. Bring the Diglett hype. Here we go. All right. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Some good Sword and Shield packs tonight. Some suck packs tonight, but some good Sword and Shield packs in here. Oddish, Seeing Growl is still looking for a trainer gallery hit. That'd be cool tonight. Arc Phone. It looks like a Giratina V. It's a 2 for. Yeah, we're moving along here with Lost Origin. 2 V pulls, 3 full art pulls. We've got a couple of hollows in there. We are. This does seem to be a decent way, a decent substitute for a booster box. I gotta say. Still looking for. I mean, can we get a big pull from one of these? We've had good pulls. We haven't had big pulls yet. Bronzon. Sticking in my hands. This is Experiment, Phalanx, Poliwag, Tigar, Goomy, Mile. There's a Trainer Gallery card. There's a Gengar. Not bad. Not bad. All right. I'm going to be right back. I don't have the AC on. Whew. All right. Forgive me, I'm sweating up a storm in this office. It's toasty in here. Okay. Or is it these packs that are so hot tonight? It's these grading cards. All right. That Gengar card is sick. All right. Here we go. Still, can we get a... I'd love to see an alt art tonight. Love to see one tonight. So the Amazon reviews might be wrong. I think these are legit. I think you can legitimately buy loose-ish packs on Amazon and get some decent pulls if you want to. Or decent pulls from them if you want to. Okay. 3 left from Lost Origin. That one ripped. I hate it when they do this. Oh, there we go. I always wonder why people do that. All right, got the water energy. Oh, there's a lady. Makuhita, Bronzor, Phalanx, Poliwag, Oddish, Pikachu Reverse, and a Beautifly Hollow. There we go. 2 left. 2 left from Lost Origin here. So many cards in this set that I still want, but I still haven't pulled. And I opened 3 boxes of this on the show. 4. Oh, we got a Grass Energy sighting. Shout out to Shelby. Goblin, Seadra, Suzola, Paris, okay. Susan Baskin, Jinx, Bronzor, Magyerna. Magyerna? I don't know. Gold jacket, green jacket. You know the rest. All right. Last Lost Origin pack. Let's find out. Find out here. Okay. Steel Edge. Hollywood. Litwick. Luminion. Chew. Jinx. Litwick. Oddish. Love Disc. The Arc Phone. And a Shiftry Hollow. So actually pretty good pull rates out of those Lost Origins sleeve boosters. Not too bad, but yeah, still looking for something exciting tonight. If it's going to come from anywhere, I would want it to come from Evolving Skies. That's so I got 8 of those, but that's up next. We are going to do a final countdown. These are probably my last 10 or so. These are 10 best, 10 most valuable slabs coming from my submission. And first one. This was a big pull. This was a huge pull. Shout out to anybody who's a Quaxley fan out there. My best guesstimate on this card is about 120 in a Gem Mint 10. I think this card is freaking awesome. I will admit I was not a Quackwavel guy at first. It's grown on me. It's grown on me a bit. Next one is there's 2 of these. 2 Crown Zenith Arceus V-Stars. These are between like I said, about 120 to 150 for these in a Gem Mint 10. If you get lucky and you score a good bid, just this is both of these coming back in the Gem Mint 10 was so good, just so good. Interestingly enough, the Japanese one is worth more. About 160 for the Japanese, for these are the ultra rares. And yeah, the artwork, it's a little more crisp, it's a little more clean. The hollow foil is it's so tough to see, but it's just I think the Japanese cards are harder to pull. I think that's probably why. This next card, this is one I really wanted to get a higher grade, but in a near mint 8, about 150. This is about $150 for the Blaziken EX, Mega Blaziken EX. It's kind of so it's a Black Star promo. You cannot pull this from a pack. This comes only from a Mega Blaziken Premium Collection. And the Mega Blaziken Premium Collection that I picked up to get this card, I found that the cheapest one I could find was I think it was $320. So at 150, and there were good packs inside. And this is a low population card. There are less than 50 of these in an 8 or higher. So these are tough to find. It's a card I'm really happy to have in my collection. Wanted that higher grade. I wanted that 9. I didn't think it was going to hit the 10. I had noticed too much whitening in the corners. I thought the 9 might be a possibility, but not with this one, unfortunately. We're getting up there now. This one I would put between $150 and $200. Glaceon, Alt Art Gem Mint 10 from Evolving Skies. I pulled this a long time ago. Um, and no, actually, Casey, that box had good corners on it. The box was fine. It's so the way that those promo cards were stored in those boxes is the problem. It's a fun. It's the way that they had them clipped in. It just sucked. But yeah, between 150, $200 for this Glaceon in a Gem Mint 10. They've been a lot higher. Like I said, this is still, I don't want to call it a down Pokemon card market, but it is a normalized Pokemon card market. But still, for almost $200 for a Pokemon card that was being printed last year, not bad at all. I'm a jerk because I have two of these. I'm a jerk because I have two of these in a Gem Mint 10. I just am. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love this card so very much. I think the artwork is just amazing. It's just my guesstimate on these was between 160 and 180, but these still sell close to $200 pretty consistently. Yeah. Cedric's TV, welcome to show tonight. Thanks for dropping in. This one's hard to figure out. This was one of the cards I was most happy with to have come back in a 10. Really made that Unified Minds box really worth it. It's hard. What I found listed was about 700. I don't think this is a $700 card. I think this is probably maybe between 200 and 300. It's hard to say, but yeah, the Rai that coming out of that Unified Minds box, that was fantastic. That was great. All right, Cedric's TV, how are you tonight? You got a lot of enthusiasm in the chat. I appreciate that. Bringing the hype with you. Bringing the hype with you. The Miriam in a 10. This thing was over 500. In a 9, it's about 2. I don't get it. I don't get why the waifu cards are so expensive. I get it, but I don't get it. Yeah. All right, and next one, another one, the Elisa Sparkle, about 200, about 200. The Japanese waifus are they're worth money. They're worth money. That's why I graded it. I'm not a waifu collector. I guess I am now. Guess I am now. 3 cards left from this submission. These are my best 3, and so those other 2 were about 200. This next one is between 250. This is another one that I think is one of my favorite cards in my collection. Pulled this on the Underpowered Pokemon Hour. My cat went crazy when I pulled this card. She went nuts. It was wild. This is wild. This coming back in a Gem Mint 10 was just tremendous. This was coming back in a Gem Mint 10 was just awesome. So yeah, I'm super pumped about that. This next one I know was selling for close to 1,000 not too long ago. This is about a $300 card. The Evolving Skies Sylveon VMAX. Amazing card. So glad to have this come back in a 10. Just like I said, I couldn't be happier to have this. Yeah. And the thing with a lot of these, most of these are modern cards. We had some Sun and Moon, some X and Y in there, and a few of those Wizards of the Coasts. But yeah, this is my second second best card, second most valuable card. And the last card I'll talk a little bit about this card. I had participated in a first edition fossil box break. It was a few months back, and it was 300, 350 a pack, something like that. And I picked up one pack from that box break, and I was lucky enough to have pulled on stream a very, very rare card, an extremely rare card. It's I'll just reveal it here. It's a first edition Magneton fossil, Gem Mint 10, incomplete hollow error. What does that mean? This is a mirror hollow card. So it has the hollow foil, but there is no patterning on the hollow foil. There are no stars. There's nothing sparkly. There's nothing shiny. There's supposed to be. This has none. This is a mirror hollow. Why is this card so rare? Well, because it's a OG Wizards of the Coast first edition card. That's part of it. Because it's a hollow from Wizards of the Coast. That's part of it. But I'm going to explain a little bit further. I'm going to explain a little bit more why this card, and this is the card I'm not sure how to value this card, how to evaluate this card. So this is the PSA registry. So all the items they've certified. Get that out of the way here. And these are all of the Magnetons. And as you can see up here, we've got grading conditions up at the top. So, lower grades to higher grades, and then you've got your totals. So we're looking for, some of these, okay, so with Lieutenant Surge's Magneton Hollow, there's only 230 of those. There's 66 in a 10. A first edition Magneton, 99. There's 373 in a 10, 2,723 total first edition hollows that have been graded. Here is my card. Here is the card that I just revealed. This category did not exist on PSA's registry until this card came in for grading. Not only is this the only Gem Mint 10, this is the only first edition incomplete hollow. This is the only mirror hollow that PSA has graded. Now, does that mean that Beckett could have one graded? It's possible. Could CGC have one graded? It's possible. Could there be ungraded versions of this floating around? It's also possible. But these are not getting any easier to find. Packs of these are not being opened up nearly as often. And what I have here in my hands is a population 1 card, a legitimate. This is the only one that exists of this card. It's you're not going to find another one. At least, you could, but you'd have to open a pack, or you'd have to find one that's graded. So what's tough about this card? I don't know what it's worth. I really don't. This card in a normal first edition Magneton Hollow or Gem Mint 10 is between $400 and $500. I've seen things suggesting that the mirror hollows fetch 3 times the normal value. In that case, this would put this card between $1,000 and $1,500 maybe. It being a population 1 card, could it be higher than that? I honestly don't know. It's really hard to put a value on this card because there's nothing to compare it to. So I'm probably going to have to talk to somebody about this thing. I don't know what it's worth. I'm being completely honest. $1,000, $1,500. I don't want to say I'm pulling that number out of my hat, but I kind of am. I kind of am. Um, but yeah, it's an awesome card from 1999, back when it all began. Base set, good stuff, good stuff. I am going to be participating in another box break in the future from the same people that I had participated in the last one with, and this one is going to be a base set, 1999 Wizards of the Coast base set. Yeah, I'll be looking for the OG of the OG, not first edition, but these are I'm in for 2 packs on this one at 450 a pack from a case fresh box. So I'm gonna hopefully hopefully I get something good out of that. Um, but yeah, we're gonna get it kind of closed out here. Do that. Meant to do that actually. Just play with stuff. There we go. All right, so we're gonna close out the show. 8 sleeve booster packs of Evolving Skies. These did come in sleeve booster packs as advertised. Evolving Skies. These are just between 8. If you can find these at less than $8 a pack, buy it. Buy it. $9-10 a pack is not uncommon now. So for a set that they were printing last year, it's crazy. Okay, and we're gonna see. Are these a scam? Are these a scam? I certainly hope not. Um, so far, we have not. It has not been a scammy night. Hasn't been like that. Had legit polls. Seems like a legit deal. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Appleton. But Evolving Skies does have the most valuable cards from the Sword and Shield era. That's where the Glaceon and the Sylveon that I just revealed, the Gem Mint 10s, both came in Evolving Skies. It's just such an awesome set. So many cards in this set too. So many cards. But the most valuable alt-art card, the Umbreon, the Moonbreon, I think that card is selling for over 1,000. In the Gem Mint 10, I want to say. So there's a reason why these packs are expensive. You make some serious money on these packs. You're not supposed to make money on Pokemon cards. You're not supposed to. It's against the rules. You can't do it. Bergmite, Skip Loom, a couple of dragons here, but a couple of suck packs. All right. Okay, here we go. 2 down, 6 left. Skies. All right. Here we go. I wouldn't put it past people to start messing with Evolving Skies. But these are kind of weird. Sensing a little bit of weirdness here. I'm not liking it. I'm getting off vibes from these Evolving Skies packs. Small blue, Steve Dot, Bluebat, Eevee, and no Trainer Gallagher here. So we're just looking for something in this last slot. Yeah, 0 for 3. You get the Smeargle. Smeargle, okay. Don't appear appear to be tampered with in any way. George just not lucky, I guess. Hunter, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you jumping in and spreading the hype. This one's going to open normally. Normal pack opening. That's good. That's good. Dark Energy, Palpitoad, Shopping Center, Herdier, La Bebe, Lagavulin, Psyduck, Swablu, Seedot, Cutie Fly Reverse. And okay, we got a holo. We've got a holo. That's a sign. That's a sign. Now let's get a hit. Let's get a hit. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Bring me some hype, Casey. Casey, bring me the hype. Bring me the luck. I need it all. I need it all tonight. I need it all. The greatest Rayquaza from Sword and Shield is an evolving style, and that would be fantastic tonight. Okay, got the Grass Energy here. Shout out to Shelby, Boldor, Aroma Lady, Moon and Sun Badge, not the Sun and Moon Badge, Strange, Potus, Temple, Litleo, Glossifleur, and a Slacking. Okay, so 2 holos in a row. 2 holos in a row. Looking for a crazy Altar. We can get a Dragonite. We get one of the Rayquazas. We get the Umbreon or the other Umbreon. I'll take the Sylveon again. Why not? I'll take another $300 card. Psychic Energy. Good. Ice Cube. I am a big Ice Cube fan. The episode with Ice Cube, just being Ice Cube, I was about it. The Lucky Ice Pop brings us a Seismitoad. It was not a Lucky Ice Pop. We're gonna strike out and not even get a V tonight? Evolving Skies? Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Oof. Such high risk, high reward with this set now these days. Pack prices so expensive. So expensive. Alright. Fire Energy. Ice Cube again. So there's a Skiploom. Badged Rebel. Potus. Zorua. Psyduck. Whiplet. Ukulele. And a Thievul. All right. Last pack of the night. Last Evolving Skies sleeve booster pack of the night. I think, who won? Silver Tempest win? Did Silver Tempest take it? I'm not sure. We'll do a little recap of tonight's polls. Figure or 3 full of. Three full art polls tonight. All right. So are these Evolving Skies packs? These a scam, or did I just get unlucky? I probably just got unlucky. I feel like I just got unlucky. I got unlucky. I think overall, the verdict with, yeah, I got unlucky. So we get sucked out at the end, but that's okay. Just do a little recap of tonight's polls. Evolving Skies was just the luck wasn't there, but shout out to Shelby with the Regidrago. Shout out to Casey with the chestnut. And shout out to nobody with the Enamorous, because I don't know of anybody who likes Enamorous, but it's a Hisuian Pokemon, so I'm all about it. I like me some Enamorous, and I love you out there. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Again, this was this was an episode that took quite a while to. It was basically a year of collecting in the making, a year of opening packs, so many shows, lots of fun, lots of good stuff. Yeah, so the question, was it worth grading all those cards? Absolutely. Lessons learned for next time. Probably not grade as many cards that, would I be okay with this thing in a 9? I'd probably rather have it if I don't really want it in a 9 and it's questionable, I'm probably not going to grade it. Just, there's a little bit of a bubble. Some cards, they're worth grading. You hit a 9, you're making money. That Mega Rayquaza is one of them. The Team Magma's Groudon, that coming back as an 8. It's worth more than it was raw. So some of those cards were, definitely worth grading, but I'm not going to do another 88 card submission. That was ridiculous. My next submission is probably going to be in the ballpark of about 30 cards. I think that's about right. To me, that makes the most sense. So what is next? Geez, I don't know. I don't know what's next. I think Phil's been doing some late night shows after I've been going to bed. Maybe you'll be catching Phil. I don't want to speak for Phil. Backlog Battler is back for sure next week. Thursday, unless I've heard, unless I haven't heard otherwise. Backlog Battler is back next week, Thursday. I will be back with this show, Underpowered Pokemon Hour, on next Friday. Gonna have a fun show. We're gonna play some TCG live. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna rip some packs, and it's gonna be all good. So that's what's coming up. Check us out, Underpowered. Check us out on YouTube. A lot of shorts coming out all the time. A lot of great content dropping all the time. We're always playing cool games, always doing good stuff. And yeah, that's that. So we're Underpowered. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I'm Eric. Have a good night.